Hello, my name is Liz Jones and thank you for your attention today. Family Learning Organisation is posting 9 videos on social media. My theme is about post-pandemic parenting. I have 3 short videos on morning routines, afternoon challenges and evening routines. While Kate O'Hanlon, my colleague, will be discussing learning, thinking and the brain, and Colette DeLargy learning maths without even realising it. We have 3 longer seminars coming up on the 25th of May, the 1st of June, and the 8th of June. Morning routines and anxieties. Everybody has become more anxious during this pandemic. We're heading for a new normal now. Children are less likely to be stress-free, but when they're anxious and fearful, they show it through their behaviour, and this in turn becomes quite upsetting for parents. The new normal life after lockdown and how to create a sense of order and reassurance for our children will be discussed in that seminar in May. Morning routines are powerful and set our pattern for the rest of the day. When doctors are concerned about patients' stress hormone levels, they check the stress hormone or cortisol first thing in the morning because that's when it's at its highest. In today's COVID world, we're anxious. If we take just a moment to think about how we start our day, what do we do first thing? Do we check our emails, text messages, Instagram notifications, news alerts? Do we turn on the television? Do our children watch their tablets, or do they watch some show on the television first thing? We know that children watching a screen first thing can unsettle their brain waves, and it takes about an hour then after that to get them to settle down again. So could we try to avoid checking our gadgets first thing and try and avoid screen watching first thing? Try to get some order into our days. Think about what needs doing first. Think about avoiding things or leaving things if we can, if we're overscheduled. And think about order versus chaos, making a plan to put things in order that need to be done that day and putting the most important things first. Routine, regularity, and order help our children. Maria Montessori said that as long as in the 1900s, and certainly it's still true today. But this kind of idea of order helps all of us, young and old. We thrive in an orderly world. Daily routines help family life to run more smoothly, helps children feel safe and secure, helps family have a wee bit more time together. Our children develop life skills, build healthy habits, and indeed, good routines that are well planned and regular help predictability, which also helps our children and helps the family in general. If we can kind of keep the routine as simple as possible, prepare as much as we can the night before, school bags, PE kits, lunch, etc., and even get breakfast prepared at the table set can be very useful. We know that the morning time there's often a rush, but if we can avoid that rush, all the better. So what can we do to help? If we need to get up a few minutes earlier, then do so. Parents know their children's personality. They know who needs to come round. They know who can jump out of bed and are full of vitality first thing. Even our teenagers, for example, who find it difficult often in the mornings, it can be because they're just not getting enough sleep. We will be discussing sleep in session 3, but we're told that our teenagers could do with 9 to 9.5 hours sleep. Who gets out of the wrong side of the bed in the morning? Some people do it every morning, other people on occasion. But what can we do about it? If we start our morning with drinking a glass of water, and that's all children and older people, avoid having the cup of tea or coffee first thing. The glass of water can hydrate us as soon as we wake up. It gives us increased cognitive function, allows us more clarity of mind. It can help to improve our mood and increase our energy levels. We know that hydration promotes a more balanced emotional regulation, and we also know it's quite a quick thing to do. It takes less than a minute. Most mornings we need to groom, to shower, to wash. obviously for hygienic purposes, but it also can help us become more alert. Eating a nourishing breakfast is very important. Our mood is highly influenced by what we eat. We can opt for a balanced breakfast with protein, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and carbohydrate. Even an egg on toast or some porridge, berries, and fruit. Weetabix or some of the less sweet cereals, and certainly drinking plenty of water. If we can avoid the refined carbohydrates such as the sugary cereals, all the better. That gives us peaks and troughs in our sugar levels. Our young children can cope very well with a routine chart, especially when we've discussed it with them, and it certainly helps them initially to get into this morning routine. We know that toothbrushing in the morning is very important, and we want our children to take responsibility for their routines, but also what they need for the day. So that can be put on their charts as well, as an aid memoir. Walking outside, walking to school can be very helpful. Taking a walk outdoors is calming and helps with grounding, giving us a positive frame of mind for the start of the day. It helps us to get some sunlight in our eyes, hopefully, and which in turn stimulates serotonin and boosts our mood. It improves children's concentration and is thought to help their vision. When we're out in that lovely outdoors, if we can take some deep breaths, we need to breathe 20,000 times per day, 12 to 20 breaths per minute. If we can take some nice deep breaths through our nose, hold our breaths for adults to the count of 5 and blow out. For children, a few less, about the count of 3. If we can think about what's happening in the day, be thankful for some of the pleasant things that have happened. If we can chat about the day ahead or maybe previous days. And all of this makes memories for our children. And even when they're in school in the day, they can think back to what a pleasant time they've had first thing in the morning. Our next session is on afternoon challenges and behaviour. And my main session is on Tuesday, the 25th of May at 8 p.m. Thank you for your attention.